Big news, though, was the number 2 pick because as Cam Ward was being selected by the Titans, we instantly got a trade.
We did, right out of the gate.
There was rumors that Cleveland and New York were taking phone calls, but the Jacksonville Jaguars made a very interesting move. They were really in love with Travis Hunter. So they swapped first-round picks with the Cleveland Browns, who heard this trade and said, yeah, we'll take that. And so they swap 1 and 5. They also gave them next year's first.
Next year's first-round pick.
Which you're trading next year's first tells me you really think that you're going to be in the playoffs, and that pick is a back-end first-round pick. And then you traded. I had the trade here. I think
so.
It
they
closed.
swapped.
There was some other. Yeah,
they swapped
picks.
2s and 4s this year.
Yes.
They Cleveland picks up an extra 5th-round pick this year.
I had it up. I was ready to go, and then I deleted the tab.
So yeah, they swapped 2 and 5 in the first round. They swapped their 2nd and 4th round picks this year. Jacksonville gets an extra 5th rounder this year and the 1st round pick next year.
That is a haul.
You mean Cleveland does?
Cleveland does. Yeah,
Cleveland gets it from
Cleveland
Jacksonville.
gets it from Jacksonville.
Buddy.
This is a big trade.
This was, you ready for grades? First grade of the day?
First
grade of the day. First grade of the day.
Jags or the Browns?
For both.
It's the second grade.
Second grade? First grade?
Well, I didn't officially end it, but I should have capped off my Cam Ward outfit.
Yes.
That's a C minus.
C minus? Okay. First grade of the day, C minus, Cam Ward outfit.
You were going to go like D.
I mean, I'm bordering on it. C minus is close to a D.
He did pass, though.
He's
he passed the
passing.
class.
We'll let you
slide through
somewhere, man.
Yeah. We'll let you slide through to next semester. For the second and third grades of the day, then this is an A plus for Cleveland and an F minus for Jacksonville.
An A plus,
an A plus, and an F minus.
F minus.
Look, Travis Hunter might end up being a good player.
Is that a real grade?
I mean, that's as low as you can get. I think you can get one.
I think they feel bad enough you're at an F,
and
they don't put a minus next to it.
You flunked.
You've already failed.
That's a double flunk. It's a double flunk. That's how I feel about this.
Wow.
Look, Travis Hunter might end up being a good player. I already had question marks about taking him with the 2nd overall pick in the draft to begin with. They traded next year's first-round pick. Look, I'm not going to go grandiose and say this never works out because clearly there have been times that it has. But I have a lot of recent examples in my memory of teams trading high picks, getting next year's number 1 pick or first-round pick, and having it pay huge dividends for them, man. For bad, questionable organizations, those things are worth their weight in gold. The last 4 years for Jacksonville, they went 3-14, 9-8, 9-8, 4-13. How do we feel about Jacksonville next year? Is that a playoff team? Does Trevor Lawrence seem like he's a quarterback that's ascending to the right spot? They have a new head coach who says weird stuff like
Duval.
I have no clue. Like, sure, maybe they borderline on a wild card team and Trevor Lawrence turns his career around. Maybe they win 5 games and that's the 5th overall pick in the draft. To give up next year's first round pick for a guy you're not even sure where he's going to play in the NFL, and on top of that, to add an icing on the cake, do you know how many conversations Jacksonville had with Travis Hunter after the combine? When was the combine?
Late February.
Okay, we're in April 24th. That was yesterday, the first round of the NFL draft.
2 months.
2 months. In the last 2 months, you know how much? Any phone calls, any Zoom meetings, any person meetings, any workouts? 0.
Oh.
They didn't even talk to the kid.
Well, they already had their mind
In
made
his
up.
interview,
They
he
knew what
said
they were
did.
doing.
No, he said he told Jamie
sly
Erdahl
dogs.
last night after they got picked. He said, "I have not talked to them since the combine." He said, "I sat down with them at the combine. I have not talked to them since."
So I didn't watch the NFL Network. I kind of wanted to, and I just left it on ESPN. I think he told the ESPN lady that he said that they liked him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he got wind that they liked him.
I didn't
maybe
know
they
that he
told him at
hadn't
the
talked to him
combine.
since the combine.
He told Jamie Erdahl on the NFL Network that he had not talked to them since the combine. So good luck with that. This reeks of a ownership situation.
Selling tickets?
That is tied to what industry are they tied to?
Wrestling.
Ah, okay. What generates buzz in wrestling? Hey, big names, star attractions. Let's sell some. They can't pack their stadium. Their fan base is
You think
basically
this is just about tickets,
This
not
is
football?
1,000% about how do we inject some juice into our NFL franchise. Travis Hunter is probably the biggest name of this draft outside of Shedeur Sanders. Would we agree with that? They're going to sell all sorts of Travis Hunter jerseys. Duval, come back. This is going to be a disaster for them.
Boy, this is going to be a hot show, isn't it? I'm ripping outfits. You're ripping draft picks.
Cleveland, what a win for them, dude, because they're probably not going to be very good next year with their quarterback situation.
Great trade for them.
They move
That's
down.
a
They
great
still get
trade.
one of the best
They get
defensive
Mason
linemen.
Graham.
They have a number 1 from Jacksonville. They have a chance. The last time,
And they have 2 of the first 4
They
picks
could
in the
take
second.
Shador
Yes, in the second
round.
Yes, first 2 of the first 4 picks today. Last couple times we saw this, it turned into Caleb Williams going into Chicago when they traded with Carolina. We saw Houston do this with Arizona. They were able to take C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson the very next year with basically back-to-back first-round picks. This is going to pay dividends down the road for Cleveland.
Well, you might not understand it, and you might not be good enough to do it because you know why? The Jags GM is.
And I'm uniquely positioned to navigate.
This 12-year-old. I was with the Rams. We said F them picks. Now I'm saying F them picks. And you get to try and interpretate.
Interpreting.
I'm trying to interpretate this, and I can't interpretate it at all.
Well, let's hear from the general manager. He is a 34-year-old.
Yeah.
He looks like a Twitch gamer.
Yes.
Like he's on a Twitch stream for 8 hours playing
He's a YouTube
Warcraft. And people are just like watching because he's so good at this game. He might be good at this game. What does he know that we don't know? Does he live with the F them picks mentality? Evidently he does. James Gladstone is a name that has now been at the front of the line for NFL fans because of this trade. We hear from him